Hi, my name is Franca Maria Ando, and this is my new podcast called The Three Lemons. The Three Lemons is about creatives who take things that are normally plain and boring and make them into exciting, beautiful things that people can enjoy. Hi, and welcome to the Three Lemons podcast. My name is Franca Maria Ando, and today I have an amazing guest called Sharon Padi, but everybody calls her Padiki. Padiki, you're very welcome.
Thank you very much, Franca.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
I'm honored to be here too.
I'm glad you came. I think we're going to have a very interesting conversation.
Definitely.
So tell me, one of the things I do is I tend to ask about childhood, like where did you grow up? Where were you born? Where did you grow up?
I was born at New Tafo Akim at the Cocoa Research Institute.
Okay.
My mom was a doctor in entomology.
Okay.
There, yes. So that was where I spent all my childhood and attended Creek Primary, that's Cocoa Research Primary School. And yeah, from there I moved on to Krobo Girls.
Okay.
But I attended Association International just briefly.
Okay.
Yes, before I did my common entrance.
Just down the road.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
And then I moved on to Krobo Girls Secondary School, 1 to 5, the old system.
Okay.
So from there I got to Abri Girls.
Okay.
Sixth form. Then went on to Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. So, what were you like as a child? Like, do you have any memories of what you were like? Were you bubbly? Were you quiet? What were your favorite subjects? Give me an idea of Padiki as a child.
I was very, very bubbly.
Okay.
Very noisy. Always want to be recognized. You know, that kind of, I want to dress up. Even when I'm going out with my peers, I want to stand out.
Wow.
Everywhere I go, I just want to be, noticed.
Okay.
To the extent that they take me to school, they leave me at the entrance. When my mom leaves, I'll hide, wait for assembly, and then just start walking in just for fun. So if at that tender age, I wanted to be seen, I think.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why usually I like to go back, because I think most times we show glimpses of who we want to be, even, at that age.
Yeah.
Did you like to draw then?
Yes, it was my hobby. I was always drawing. So I think it was about 11 years old. When I was about 11, I decided it was Christmas or something. And I said, okay, I'm going to draw for my friends. So I did about 11 paintings, drawings, let me put it that way. Then I walked into town, the Tafo Township. I looked for a carpenter and begged him to frame it for me on paper. It was on paper. So he found it so interesting. And he devised a means. He put it on a cardboard and then put his leftover woods on, used coater to paint them. And then I gave them out. And seriously, I forgot about them till about 2 years ago, when a classmate, a childhood friend of mine, called me after seeing my works. And she said, Dede, I have your painting. And I said, no, I've not done a painting for you yet. She said, no, the one you did when you were small. And I said, can I see it? So she gave it a shot, sent it to me. I said, no.
Wow.
So after, she just put it in an Uber and brought, I have it here.
Oh,
yes.
Let's look at it.
That's it. Yes.
Oh. And it says, nothing's going to change my
love for you.
Oh, that was a song that we all used to sing.
I know, right? Can you imagine that?
Oh, but that's amazing.
Yes. So this is paper. on a cardboard.
And this is how many years?
It's over 30 years old.
That's amazing. I'm glad you brought it.
I know, right?
I mean, we can end the interview right now that we have this. So I'm just going to put it here because it's so beautiful.
Okay.
So, you went to Tech. What did you study?
I studied architecture.
Okay.
And I went on to London South Bank University, where I did construction and project management. So from there, I came back to Ghana, started working as a project manager. I was doing a bit of architectural drawings in and out. And then got married, had my kids, divorced. Okay. So it was when I got divorced that I just had a feeling again. All those years I've spoken about, the painting was out.
Wow.
Nobody knows, even my classmates, architecture 7 years, they are like, when did you start? Wow. They didn't have a clue. So I told my kids, I can paint. So, mommy, what? I said, yes. So I just went to buy one canvas, got some paints, kept it for a year without touching it. So after that 1 year, I just started scribbling on, and it just started coming. And that's about 9 years ago. Oh. And since then, I've never put the brush down.
So basically, you didn't go to art school?
No.
It's just a pure gift?
Yes.
Wow. What did your mom think about your wanting to be an artist, or your
she wasn't
interest?
In support of it at all. And I don't think it was her fault, because under the normal circumstances, you'd be like, drawing, what are you going to make out of a drawing? How are
you going to take care of yourself?
So she was like, no. I've forgotten what I chose at Tech, but I went to London and came back. When I came, she had changed it to architecture. Why? You are too intelligent to go and do, you can do the best one. You got good grades, so I got you so I had to do it.
Wow.
There were several times during the architecture period, I told my lecturers I wanted to stop, because I was not really. They said, no, you are intelligent. Do you know the queue that wants to do architecture? You've been privileged. But I wasn't seeing it like that. Yeah. I just wanted to be where I belong. Yes, architecture has drawings, but that wasn't what I wanted to draw. Yes.
So really, your heart wasn't in it?
No.
You were doing it?
I still do it. I still practice it. But it's work for me if you compare it to my painting.
Okay.
Yes. With a painting, I don't need to learn. I don't need to think about anything. It just flows. But with that one, I always have to keep abreast with my
trends and what's going on. Yes.
Yeah.
So when you did your first piece, what did you do with that first piece?
It's in my kids' room up till now.
Wow.
They just took it. They were just amazed, and it's still on their wall. Yes.
And then how did that evolve into you now having a gallery? And I know you'll tell me more about some of the amazing work that you've done, like huge numbers of pieces.
Yes. I just started off, like I told you, in this hobby form, painting, keeping it at home. I see someone admires it, I say, take it. So I was just giving it out till a couple of friends started saying, hey, your works are exceptional. You don't have to keep them indoors. You need to expose them. People have to see it. I was like, no, I'm just painting. They said, no, it's not about that. We are not, if you don't want to even sell them, you just open somewhere, put it there, let people see it. So I said, okay, I'll think about it. So it was around that time that I also met Brian Champon, Rock City. And I gave him a card. And I said, I paint. So if you need a painting, just give me a call. I'll do something for you. He said, okay. After he called me, he's like, can you do 600 paintings? I got scared. And I was like, what's up? I said, okay, yeah, I can. Then he was like, you sure? I said, yeah. So, okay, my PA will come and say, I said, okay, I'll wait. So I was home, the PA came, gave me their specs, what they wanted. Okay, I was a bright painter. I love bright colors,
yeah.
Yes. But here I had to tone because they wanted earth colors. And I was like, why not? I can do anything. So I started doing a few samples. About the third one, he was like, hey,
go for it.
I just started. So in about 6 weeks, I finished the 600 paints.
What?
Yes.
Were you working through the night? Or
yeah, I was just playing my music and just painting.
And did you feel like you couldn't stop once you got into it?
Yeah, that's the problem. Like I was saying, there are times I want to be normal. I tell myself that, hey, artists keep long to bring a piece out. Do the same. Okay, I get a concept in my mind. I want to do it. I take my time. The moment I start, I don't know. I just can't get up and come and continue. It has to finish.
Wow.
Because once it's not done, I'm not okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
600 pieces.
Yes. So it was after that I got another order for 800. That made it 1,400. So
but don't you think that this should be in the Guinness Book of Records? Like, have we checked? You know, the way people are cooking, how many hours? We should check and see. Maybe you could have gotten into the Guinness Book. I'm amazed.
I think it's abnormal. It's strange. It scares me myself. Let me put it that way. Yes. There's this thing about me that I'll paint the next morning. When I go onto my balcony or the studio, I'm like, did I do this? How did
So
I
the
do
work
it?
itself surprises you.
Yes, because it's
That's
from
amazing.
within. It's something I can't understand myself.
I can appreciate it. I was talking to somebody recently and I was saying sometimes, you know, as a writer, you can go back and look at something you wrote and you're like, I wrote this. Like, where did I even get this from?
Yes.
It's from a very deep space. Deep. Oh, that's amazing. And is your mom still around?
No, she's gone.
Oh.
About 14 years ago.
Okay, so she didn't see you as an artist?
No, she never.
Oh.
She never. No, that's the painful part of the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I wish today she could see me. Maybe she's watching me from somewhere.
She probably sees more smiling, now than she did when she was...
And she'll be like, oh, if I had left this girl, maybe she would be a Picasso by now.
You're already a Picasso. So tell me, you do other things, don't you, apart from the art?
Yes.
You know, can you give me an idea? So what else are you doing at the moment?
Like I'm working at Accra Technical University, like we said earlier. I'm also doing my PhD in Museum and Heritage Studies at University of Ghana, Lagos. Okay. Yeah.
What made you decide to do that course in particular?
I think the art is just taking over me. Yeah. And I decided to take the museum and the heritage together because it's a mixture of my architecture and the art. Yeah, so whatever it is, it will not really sway me from the architecture. Yeah. Yes. So I'm looking at my topic being on these missionary buildings, the leftovers. Yes.
So does it mean you're going to be traveling, or are you looking at a specific?
I'm looking at Volta region, Togo.
Okay.
Yeah. My supervisor, Professor Wazi, who has offered to supervise me, is taking me along there.
Wow.
Yeah, because he's discovered these remnants of buildings. Yeah, from the missionaries.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think that's what I'll be working on.
Are you excited about it?
Yeah, very excited.
So how do your children feel? How old are they, by the way?
I've got a 17-year-old in Achimota.
Okay.
Right in Hewasi.
Oh, okay.
And I've got a 13-year-old boy.
Okay.
And 11-year-old girl.
And so how do they feel about you going back to school?
They're like, it's strange.
Oh, it's strange.
Mommy has an exam. Mommy is learning. They just find it so weird. Why are they learning and mommy too is learning? And I'm like, hey, that's why you have to continue learning, because you never stop. No. You never finish. No. Yeah.
But it's a good example for them. They'll understand later.
Yes.
Right now, I think they're young, so they're thinking going out to learn, you know.
It's the older one who is much more abreast with, because she's a book person.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you think any of them are going to go into the arts thing?
She's exhibiting pencil works.
I see.
Yes, I'm seeing pencil works, and it looks like she's more into the opposite me. She's more into the human figure
portraits.
Portraits.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So what I do of late is when she's home, I'm doing something. I try to incorporate a portrait somewhere. Then I say, "Oh, come and sketch the hand for me. Come and do the face. Do this, you know." And then I just watch. So I think, but the little one, the girl, she looks like she plays with colors.
I see.
Yes. So, and I don't want to force. So I want to watch them and see what really is within them, so that I can help them
and
bring
encourage.
It out. But the boy,
at all.
No. But you know, one day I told him that
you'd be surprised.
Yes, I told him that you might be the artist.
You'd be surprised.
Yes, there's a possibility.
That's very interesting. Yeah. And I think you're going to have a different approach than your mom, because the world is changing, and now being a creative is accepted as something that one can do and still be able to take care of yourself. Because I think in the old days, their fear was, you know, they saw how musicians and artists a lot of them ended up as paupers with no money. So most parents were afraid that their children will not be able to sustain themselves in those kinds of careers. But by God's grace, I think it's changing.
It's picking up, especially in Ghana. I'm very impressed now. Yeah, the Ministry of Tourism, they seem to be helping. Yes,
they're pushing.
Yes, look at the fair they had there.
The arts show at the conference center.
Yeah, no,
that was
how could I forget this thing? You know, they do it this Christmas seasons in December.
Okay, it's it like
home.
The year of return? Yes. And now it's beyond return, isn't it? Beyond return, yes.
Yeah. And I took part in the exhibition.
Okay.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't bad.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So do you feel like there's hope?
Yes.
Like in the future for
Today,
the creative?
I think the president had a summit on tourism.
I see.
At Padiki, yes.
I see.
Yeah, I was invited, but I had to rest for my interview. Yes.
Oh, I'm honored. You chose me over. I'm honored.
I think they are really paying attention to the tourism industry, and it's very impressive. Yeah.
So what do you think also about women in art? Like, do you feel like women are getting enough support and encouragement? And I think that's the importance of this discussion or these discussions, because the idea is also for young people to see what's possible, you know, and for a young woman somewhere who maybe has a gift and isn't sure, just listening to you would be a source of like inspiration, like, oh, okay, I can do it. So what are your thoughts? Do you feel like women are also stepping up in terms of, especially where art is concerned? I don't hear of lot of women artists.
Not really. Because when people see my works, they are like, we thought it was a man.
Oh, why?
I wonder.
That's so funny.
I know, right? I know, I'm like, it's a woman. And I've been to a couple of exhibitions. One was at Accra City. I saw a young lady mounting her works.
Okay.
And I was very impressed. And I think we need to encourage, because I think there are a lot of them hidden in places.
Yes.
Who are just playing with their talents.
Yes.
And it needs to come out.
Yes. So that needs to be something that we also need to promote, like, you know, encourage women
I
artists.
show a lot of feminism in my paintings, because I think women need to be brought out. We need to be brought out. We need to stand out. We need to be lifted to a certain level.
Absolutely.
And,
absolutely.
Yes.
And it's important. I mean, it's important for society. It's important that women tell their stories. And if art is their medium, then yes, they have to be encouraged to tell their stories.
That is one of the best medium to express.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So currently you are at the Accra Technical
University. Yes.
What are you doing there?
Yeah, I'm an assistant development officer, and I'm the current head of department for the hostels.
Okay.
Yeah, so I run the day-to-day management, like the events of the hostel.
That's a lot of work.
And the problems that come out there.
Okay.
Help with admissions.
Okay.
And yeah, we just...
How did you get into, I mean, how are you managing like running a gallery and also
it's not that bad. The gallery is on its own.
Okay.
My job is on its own.
Okay.
I have a couple of workers in the gallery.
Okay.
Who handle it. So what I do is, if there is somebody who really needs to meet up with me, I schedule a time.
Okay.
And then meet with them there. Apart from that, it's always opened.
Okay.
And running very well.
And where's the gallery for people who might want to?
It's on the Labadi Beach Road.
Okay.
It's opposite the Goil near Jokers.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's called Padiki
Art Gallery.
Art Gallery. So
yes.
I would suggest that you go check it out. And, you know, go look at the beautiful work. Do you stock other artists or it's only your work?
No, at the moment, I'm not even getting space for my paintings.
Oh my goodness. But you may be the first artist who has a gallery with just your work.
I think so.
But that's something we're talking about at some
Strange,
point.
isn't
Yeah. Because most galleries have different...
Everything is weird.
No, it's not weird. It's exceptional, and unique.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So, Padiki, thank you so much for coming to talk to us about your work and what inspires you. And, you know, we're grateful that you spent this time with us. And we know that for those listening, it's going to be a good source of inspiration for them. Thank you very much.
Okay. People outside and within as well, they can reach us on www.padikiartgallery.com.
Okay.
And we're on all the social handles.
Okay.
YouTube, Facebook,
Instagram,
IG, TikTok. You find us there.
Oh, you're busy. I like that. Okay. Thank you.
All right, then. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. You're welcome.